We're here. We're not supposed to be here. I get it. Hold on. I'm trying to set it right. Okay. We're not supposed to be here today, but I have a plan for you all, and you're going to have to deal with it whether you like it or not. So today, this is just really small, okay? It's going to be like maybe 1 hour, 45 minutes, maybe at the most, like either 45 minutes to an hour. This is going to be okay. So we aren't supposed to be here today, but I saw something this morning. I only watched half of it because I wanted to watch the other half together because it is juicy. And I hope you guys like it. I really do. Hi, Queen Lala. Good afternoon, evening, night, whatever. Hello, welcome in. Sup, Auntie? Hello, nephew. Hello, Awad. Assalamualaikum. Hello, Yakub. What's up, Suka Manuka? Привет. Привет, my guy. Hello, Aaron. Hi, girl. Guys, oh, hi, Rhonda. Rhonda's here. Hey, girl. Hi, Samael. Hello. Hello. All right, enough of the hellos and the goodbyes and the welcomes and all of that. Let's just get down to the get down. Are you guys ready? Hi, old blindy. I have a video to share with you all. There was a court hearing that I was watching earlier, and I need to share this with you all. This court hearing, women and their mouths can get men in so much trouble. You guys make sure you let me know that my sound is doing good, okay? You guys make sure you let me know it because I just want to make sure that I'm okay. All right, here we go. If my sound is good, then you know what? I can find it here. I think I found it. And come on. Yes, here it is. I found it. Yes! I win. Okay. Shut up. Okay. I win. Okay. You guys let me know if I'm not. Okay. Do I sound okay? Queen Lala, don't play because I've been having so many issues with the sound that, listen, I will believe you if it's bad. Please don't play with me because it has been really bad lately and I don't want to hear nothing, okay? Okay. Are you guys ready? Do not say that boy's name. Do not say his name because if he appears, okay, because of you, you're going to the naughty corner for the rest of the stream. That's what's going to end up happening. Hello, Z-Pass. You said that was a hell of a victory chant. I won. Listen, I won. And that's what matters. And Suka? Suka, come here. Come to the front of the class. What did I tell you? Didn't I tell you that if he appears that you're going to the naughty corner for the rest of the stream? I'm a woman of my word. You're going. No, wait. Everybody stop chatting so I can get him. You're going. Now. Hi, Will. How are you? Welcome over. Hi, Will. No, we're not bringing him up, Yakub. Do you want to join Suka? You can join Suka because the whole stream, baby, he's going to be over there. Listen, you want to join Queen Lala? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. He has a wrench by accident. Will has a wrench by accident. I don't know what happened. And Will, what kind of joke is this? This is not proper, okay? It is well, it is Friday, isn't it? It is Friday, so it is the weekend. I guess you guys can act up a little bit. But all right, guys, here we go. Z-Pass says, "Oh wow, she really is an auntie all the way." You guys, I am going to be the best of aunties, okay? You guys don't even know. I'm already preparing myself to be I don't even know how to say it. I don't know. I don't even want to say it because I don't want to jinx myself of how I want to be. So leave me alone. Okay, here we go. I'm going to share my screen with you all. And I hope that our internet works out properly. Here's my screen. Let's begin. I'm going to mute myself so that there is no echo. Here we go.
To stop talking, or you can go upstairs to the county jail.
Your Honor, it is your oath to explain the nature and cause of the allegation against me. Are you failing to do that?
All right, you can either walk out the front door with the officers, or you can walk upstairs to the county jail with the officers. The choice is yours. Either leave.
Yeah, I'm trying to understand.
Or leave disruptively.
I'm not being disruptive. I'm just trying to understand the nature and cause of the charge.
All right, officers, I'm gonna close.
What am I doing? I'm sitting here trying to understand the charge.
If he gives any more grief.
All I'm asking is to understand the charges. I don't know what jurisdiction is these charges being brought to me under.
Ms. Gillette, I'll see you at 30 docket.
Okay, now that guy, he was actually a sovereign citizen who was also in the army. Now, that was his first appearance, in case you guys don't know. He was taken to the Greenwood County Jail after that time. That was his first appearance. Now, here is his second appearance coming up here. Here we go.
They were to behave accordingly.
And you get a speeding ticket.
No, we're not going to do that, sir. I just need.
All I want to know is the fine. Like normally, when you get a ticket or a citation, somebody give you.
I've told you that. I've told you that.
When you held me in contempt, they went out and searched my car, which was a violation of my Fourth Amendment right. They never issued me a search warrant. They never told me my vehicle was suspected in a crime investigation or any kind of criminal intent or doing anything. So my car was searched.
Well, I think as I understand it, you were put on lockdown because you wouldn't go through booking and processing. They couldn't get you entered into their system.
No,
you refused to get your fingerprints, and you refused to get your photograph. And rather than manhandle you and wrestle you and get you to take your pictures and prints, they had to just put you somewhere safe until you would cooperate.
But that wasn't
what I've heard. I don't know that for a fact.
Well, if you look at the video, that is inaccurate. When I came in.
No, sir. We all saw the video and we saw what you did. Now, I want to move on to his current. Now, that was the second one, you guys. So now you guys have a history of how this gentleman is, okay? Now, before we move on, I want to explain something. This person saying that he is a sovereign citizen while also being in the army, it just makes no sense. Absolutely. It makes absolutely no sense. You are against being owned by a government because you want to be a sovereign. A sovereign means that you are self-governing. You're sovereign, but yet you are owned by the government and you are fighting for a nation that owns you. But you're a sovereign. It makes absolutely no sense. Now, that just gives you guys a history of who this person is. It gives you guys a kind of view of the type of personality and type of mentality that we're dealing with. Now, all of that has to be prefaced before you guys see what is about to happen right now. Now, what is about to happen right now? He is about to have another court date on Zoom. He is going to appear from a hospital, okay? And his wife is going to be present with him. I'll leave it at that.
Yes.
Is this the individual who's a sovereign citizen type?
Sovereign citizen military. Yes, and he is really military.
Sovereign citizen in the United States military?
Yes, I have something he sent us. Mr. Johnson he's filed several pro se motions. I'm not quite sure what they're saying or what his goal is. I had told him to be here in person because of his prior.
listen here, Queen Lala. I will have no slander of Mrs. Judge Webster. That is my judge, okay? I love her. I know she's messed up a couple of times in the past, but gosh darn it, I will have no slander of her no neck, okay? Her neck can hide all it wants to, okay? Who says that necks have to be exposed anyway, okay? I will have no slander of her, okay? I know she's balding like a middle-aged man. I know that. I will have no slander of her. Leave her alone. That's my girl. Okay, Queen Lala. You're my girl too, but that's my girl right there. All right. So anyway, the judge ordered him to be there in person, and he is not.
Their history and contemptuous behavior.
I asked that we set this over to October 25th.
All right, I'm looking for a Johnson. Do I have a Johnson?
Yes, you do. I am here. Can you hear me?
Yes, but you're not the Johnson I was looking for, but I will take your case up. I have a Danny Johnson, and well, don't I have her on here? Oh, she's Stasha Carter. Do you go by Johnson also?
Okay, so I'm here for Danny Johnson.
Oh, are you the attorney?
I'm a representative for him.
What does that
And
mean?
that means I'm his wife, and we sent
Okay, are you an
documentation.
attorney?
I'm an attorney, in fact.
You're not an attorney at law?
No.
What is she?
Okay. So when you
So
say you're an
Mr.
attorney, in
Johnson-
fact, you're not an attorney, but you're here on his behalf as a citizen. Is that
No, I'm
correct?
not a citizen. I'm not a citizen.
What
But
are you?
let me state for the record, Mr. Johnson is under doctor's care. He's in recovery. We sent the documentation over to the courts to show that, to show proof of that. We also reserve our rights to any and all reproduction of or distributing of videos on social media platform. And we request the matter to be rescheduled at a later time when he can get through his recovery period.
Look at the judge. Look at the judge.
All right, Mr. Johnson failed to appear at his first appearance, February 27, 2024. August 13th, 2024, he appeared. We took formal first appearance. He entered a not guilty plea. Actually, he objected, I think, to just about everything that we did.
Really quickly, everyone. Look at the woman's background. Now, she says that they are in a hospital right now. They're in a hospital in recovery. I have been to many hospitals, and I have not seen a hospital with that type of furnishing or that type of sheet in front of the windows. But, I could be wrong. Different hospitals, different styles. Who knows? This is going to get ugly.
He was argumentative, disrespectful, interfered with court proceedings. I believe he was.
Your Honor. I think he was
Stop.
He was.
You don't have any standing here today, Ms. Carter, because you're not his lawyer. You're not him.
I'm not Miss Carter. I'm not Miss Carter.
Then why does your screen say Sasha Carter?
That's what it says, but I'm not Miss Carter. And it says
Who are you? Who are you? Before I disconnect you from these proceedings, because you don't have standing to be here. What's your name?
Well, again, Mr. Johnson is under doctor's care.
Do you want to tell me your name?
He's here. I've already gave you my name, ma'am. I'm his
Well, then
wife.
say it
I'm
again,
Miss
because I
Johnson.
must have missed it. What's your
Miss
name?
Johnson. Miss Johnson.
What's your first name?
Nicole.
How do you spell that, please?
Nicole.
Nicole Johnson. And you said you're his wife. Is that
That's
correct?
correct. That's correct.
You're his legal wife. Okay. Now, if you'll let me continue, and if you won't, then we'll have to remove you from the proceedings. On August 13th, 2024, he became, as I said, argumentative, disrespectful, and interfered with the court proceedings. I found him in contempt. He was arrested and he was to serve 24 hours in jail. And then, as I recall, the military put a hold on him and because of whatever reasons, he served more than 24 hours, but he was told to be back here September 27th. And on September 27th, there was an issue that he either was or was not receiving medical service. And he wanted a continuance, and we ultimately continued it to today. Now, that's been a month ago. And you say he's still under doctor's care and can't be here today, or is that, what were you trying to explain there?
What I was
So, mind you guys, that was 1 month ago. And before that, he was already having many problems with getting these court proceedings dealt with. So you can understand how the judge's frustration is rising, that every time that we're scheduled to get this matter settled, something always comes up.
expressing, ma'am, is that he was in surgery on the day of the court date. He had
30 days
actual
ago, he
surgery.
was in surgery. Okay.
Correct. The doctor put him under doctor's orders to stay on bed rest. And that's where he's currently residing at, on bed rest. And we sent in the documentation to the courts and the doctor. The doctor notified the courts that he's not to appear
Look at the judge.
because he can't travel and he can't fly due to his surgery.
And we've made it clear to him that he can appear by Zoom. So I'm
Well,
going
ma'am,
to issue a bench warrant, bond
hold on one
forfeiture.
second. Hold on 1 second, ma'am, because he is here. He can hear you, but
Well, then put him on here.
Oh, he's on here, but he's in a recovery bed, ma'am, and it's a violation of his rights, his HIPAA rights, to be shown and be broadcasted all across social media as far as
Bench warrant, bond forfeiture, no bond, hold.
Ms. Western.
Oh, now do you want to be on here, sir?
Well,
Okay, so now our defendant appears from who knows from where, from, I'm not even going to say. So this gentleman has been able to speak all of this time, and he did not. He thought that it would be the better idea to put that woman in front of a judge instead of him present himself, knowing that a bench warrant could be issued.
first of all,
Are you
Under
voluntarily appearing, Mr. Johnson?
no, under duress.
I'm not
Okay,
going
I'm
to-
not duressing you at all. You don't have to be here.
Can I speak, please? I just want to let you know I'm on a series of medication that alter my. I'm on a medication that I'm supposed to be on bed rest from my procedures for the next 8 weeks and for the following 8 weeks, and then I'm supposed to start my recovery. But I have reached out to the courts. I have had the hospital reach out to the courts in reference to my procedure and my process. I have requested a continuation. I have also sent in letters to request evidence from the case to continue the case prior to these procedures that I have not got a response back. So
Certified mail.
I sent it out registered mail
Shut
that
up,
the
man.
courts received, I think, on the 23rd, in requesting evidence of the case to continue prior to my surgery, but having the surgeon
It's an unforeseen circumstance.
Ma'am, I want you out of the case now. You're not his lawyer. He's talking, he's representing
Ma'am,
himself. You're out.
creator made me his wife, and
I will find you in contempt of court.
ma'am.
Stop talking.
Wait, did you see how the man just laid down in the bed when she started talking like he just died? Listen, I don't know what kind of hospital that is, but that doesn't look like any type of hospital that I've ever seen. But it could be. I mean, you can get that dress he's wearing, and you can get those little cups. You can get those anywhere. But anyway, we're gonna assume that he really is in a hospital for the sake of the video. I'm gonna rewind 10 seconds because I spoke and I don't want to mess up your guys' thing. But I want you guys to see how this man laid out when his wife started talking. Here we go.
employer. He's talking, he's representing
Ma'am, the
himself.
creator.
You're out.
The creator made me his wife, and
I will find you in contempt of court.
Ma'am,
Stop talking, Ms. Johnson.
Okay.
Now, both of you stop for just a moment. Ms. Gillette, you haven't had a chance to say anything on this. Do you wish to be heard?
because you're acting like the attorney.
I'm acting like the court and you owe me $50, ma'am, for contempt. And if you have another outburst, it's going to go up and it will be enforced. $50 direct contempt by Nicole Johnson for her interruption of the proceedings. Ms. Gillette, do you wish to be heard?
Good luck with that.
Ms. Gillette?
Sorry, I was making notes, Your Honor. In this matter, there have been lots of issues with Mr. Johnson. There is a letter here. I don't know if it came directly to my office or through the court. It's through the court because it was filed in the court file of
All right, so when you
his.
say through the court, you mean it went to the clerk?
It went to the clerk
Okay.
and was file stamped. There
And it
is
may or may not have made its way to my office, but if it has, I haven't seen it for the record. Go ahead, please.
there is a note from seen September 25th, 24. His other hearing would have been the 27th. Asking he be excused. We've had lots of issues with Mr. Johnson in the past. I am taking into consideration that he has provided a doctor's note and information about
Okay.
that
But
visit.
that was the last hearing. What do you have, if anything, for today from the doctor?
That was received. It was file stamped 9/27. I don't know if he's recovering or not. I can't tell you anything about that. So if he is on medication, Judge, I don't want to have anything substantive unless he's not taking pain meds. So I would move it over to November for him to be here present.
Really quickly, how convenient that all of a sudden he is in recovery and he's taking medications and I think that gentleman was slurring on purpose. You guys know what I'm talking about? That he was trying to speak that way so it could appear that he's under sedation or he's taking pain medication and isn't able to consent to certain things, or he's, I don't know. But you hear this attorney, I believe she's a prosecutor. She said they've had too many problems with this gentleman. And yeah, oh my gosh.
And he needs to understand that attorneys can speak for individuals, but not family members unless there's some
You
you
won't be released in November, ma'am.
Ma'am.
$100 fine or for contempt against Ms. Johnson. Okay, now, Mr. Carter, you may speak. Yes, sir. Now, if you're
Ma'am, do you even know who you're talking to, ma'am? Because you're calling all these names. Which name? Who are you speaking to?
you told me your name is Nicole Johnson. I'm speaking.
Correct. So you calling Carter, and I expressed to you that nobody's here is Carter.
Well, don't have to put Carter on your screen if you're not Carter.
Ma'am, we made the point to be here in court today, ma'am.
And
that's under the unforeseen circumstance. He's still
all
here.
right, I'm going to end this talk. This court is over. Bench warrant if you don't stop and get out of it. If you don't want this bench warrant, you be out of this conversation and let me communicate with the defendant.
Ma'am,
obviously, Mr. Carter doesn't have any control over you.
Anything.
Okay, Mr. Carter, I'm going to have to end this court because the woman won't shut up. And I'm going to have to leave a bench warrant. If you can get her to shut up and stay out of the conversation, you and I, sir, can have a hearing. Now, okay. How much time do you need this continued, Mr. Carter?
The doctor can send over the information.
I would request.
Mr. Johnson, I'm sorry, Missy, can you get that?
Hey, I'm trying to explain to you. The doctor told me it's going to be 3 to 6 months for my recovery.
3 to 6 months.
I had so it's a middle back procedure. Like I said, I haven't even started physical therapy yet.
Do
So,
you have an attorney, or would you be willing to take a court-appointed
I,
attorney?
as far as the attorney, all I would coming to do is, because I'm on medication, I don't want the court hold anything against me that I may say due to the type of medication I'm on. And
I
two is the
understand.
fact that I am requesting a continuation. I know y'all saying I've been whatever, but at the end of the day, I'm requesting a continuation at least to December, late December or January.
All right, we're gonna set this over for trial. It'll be for bench trial. And what the doctor told you, you'd be in recovery for how long?
I be 3 to 6 months for
Okay, so this
recovery.
is October, November, December, January. I will continue this. Missy, what do we have mid to late January?
January. Very ethical.
Wow, she's still talking.
Is that month that is really challenging?
Yeah, but we do have January 31st at 11 available.
All right, January 31st will be your bench trial. Now, did I understand that someone did receive something from his doctor today or recently? Ms. Gillette, you were talking about something from a month ago.
What time?
Yes, it was filed September 27th. It said he had surgery.
Yeah,
And it was an
we
excuse for the
continued
27th.
that hearing based on that letter. We continued it to today. But has anybody seen anything more recently?
No,
I think the wife was reading something that said he couldn't travel, but I don't think it said anything about appearing by Zoom. I think it just said he couldn't travel or appear in that fashion. But that's what we need to make sure come January, that the doctor understands this can all be done by Zoom. And again, Mr. Johnson, would you consider appointment of an attorney to represent you?
Not at this moment. You know, like I said, I'm on medication.
Don't be a fool.
Well, an attorney could sure help you navigate through this court system. I understand you wanted to represent yourself, but the attorney could sure help you.
I don't need an attorney at this moment.
Yes, you
We'll
do.
document that for the record, Ms. Gillette, in the journal entry, that he still does not want an attorney. That we are continuing this again at the defendant's request for medical reasons to January 31st, 11 a.m. Now that's going to be for bench trial, so keep that in mind. The state will have their witnesses ready, and if you have any witnesses, you'll need to have them ready.
This
Hopefully,
isn't
you won't be under medications January 31st or in any situation that's going to affect that. But I won't issue the bench warrant. Nicole Johnson does owe me $100, or she owes the court $100.
Oop,
I'm going to give her 10 days to pay that. If she doesn't pay it, then she's going to face more contempt. That
Here we
payment
go.
needs to be paid, Ms. Johnson, to the clerk of the district court. And that is in Eureka, Kansas, at 311 North Main. And make sure you put on there contempt for case number GW 2024
How many
TR
times he's writing
22.
it down?
And put on there that it's for payment for direct contempt of Nicole Johnson for continued, well, you won't have to put on there other than for contempt. But I do want the rest of it put in the journal entry, Ms. Gillette.
Well, if somebody tries to defend themselves as contempt or exercise their rights, it's
Here she
contempt.
goes. Shut up.
Ma'am, you don't have any rights in this hearing today.
I do. I'm not a citizen, ma'am.
I don't care what you consider yourself. You do not have any right to come into any court of law and start interrupting and delaying the procedures and absolutely deliberately and intentionally disobeying what the court instructs you.
Ma'am, I called the county attorney yesterday. I called the clerk
I
yesterday.
am going to
expressed to
tell
them.
you to stop talking one more time before I
I
will.
know, because you don't want me to express my rights.
This
My
is not your hearing. This is not about you. I really
Well,
hate
you're
to
making
have
it
to
about
send
me,
the
ma'am.
sheriff to
You're
whatever
making it about
state
me.
you're
You have
in.
not,
while
you have not given no lawful consideration to this matter,
Mr.
ma'am.
Johnson,
He's under the doctor's care. He has provided all the documentation to show that he's under the doctor's care, ma'am, and you have not given no consideration to that.
you are so fortunate
Jeanette.
that you're not here in person, or you'd be locked up right now.
Yeah, I am
And
fortunate.
Mr.
Thank you.
Johnson
God
will
gives
be
me
locked up
fortune.
if
God
he
gives
is
me
not
that. My
here
Creator
in
gives me.
person. Mr. Johnson is ordered to appear in person for bench trial, January 31st, 11 a.m. Ms.
Yeah,
Carter,
because you want to retaliate against
Okay.
him, don't you?
Ms. Carter now owes $200 in fines, and I'm disconnecting this call so I don't have to send the Greenwood County Sheriff to whatever
Yeah.
state she's in to get her picked up and locked up for contempt. This
Ha,
hearing
ha, ha.
is adjourned.
Ma'am, every time
Missing-
somebody expresses their lawful rights to defend themselves, you hold them in contempt. Why is that? You are a judge. You are compelled to provide protection for we the people. You acting as an attorney, giving advice to people, talking, bringing people down, and he's in a situation to where he's under doctor's orders. It's a shame that you still wanted him to present himself under the doctor's orders of bed rest and medication before the court.
Put the camera on yourself when you talk to me, Ms. Carter
And you
or
can
Ms.
spread it out
Johnson.
across social media, and you can talk down on them, and you can make money off of it because you go and you spread it, and then you get up all
Hey,
these views.
put
and
the
then
camera
people
on yourself
think-
if you want to
think-
tell me off, Ms. Johnson.
I can put the camera where I want to. That's my legal
All
right,
right.
ma'am.
You are to appear, I will send the orders for you to appear personally because you're going to serve some time for this disrespect. Ms.
It's
Johnson,
disrespect with what you having him do
Missy,
on camera under the
disconnect her.
circumstance.
This court hearing is adjourned.
Yeah, disconnect yourself because you're unlawful.
Oh my gosh, be quiet. Okay, now I want to talk to you all about this. I want to talk to you guys as a person who works in the courts weekly. Zoom court started under COVID. Zoom court has been one of the worst things that has happened to our judicial system. One of the worst. It has taken away the decency, the dignity, the respect of the court. It's taken away the fear of people to hold their tongue. People don't hold their tongue because Zoom, oh, the judge isn't in front of me. They can't just grab me from my home. They can't do anything. This is one of the worst things. I believe that we should be removing Zoom court now. COVID is over. We're done with the lockdowns. Bring people back in person. You say that to the judge's face. Say it to her face if you really have the balls. But these people on Zoom, all that wouldn't have been happening in person. And if it were, she would have had a new pair of bracelets while she was speaking. Another thing, this woman has gotten her husband into more problems than not. He was not ordered to appear in person at first because she said, okay, you recover, you can appear again by Zoom. But since his wife started talking, she ordered that he come in and do a bench trial in person. And you all know what that means, right? When a judge orders you to appear in person after previously appearing by Zoom, that is because they want you available to be arrested. This is the reason why. Because no judges, they don't need to have you in person anymore if they do it by Zoom. So if they're asking you to come in person, it's for a reason. They're not asking you to come there so that they can shake your hand and see your beautiful eyes in person. No, sir. Men, this must be a lesson to men. You having a woman who doesn't know when to hold her tongue, she will be the death of you, possibly. If not the death of you, she will put you in more problems than you already are in. Men don't need more problems. Men need a woman that are going to help them along. Be a partner. I wouldn't say a partner, but I want to say, as they say, a helpmate. They need someone that is going to bring them peace in their lives, not more drama. This is the type of woman people might think it's cute at first, because in the beginning it sounds cute. My woman, she stands up for me, she defends me. It's cute in the beginning, but look at it now. It's not cute, guys. Guys, anybody who's listening to me, and ladies too. Ladies, know when to hold your tongue. But men, you guys see any woman that overspeaks you, who feels that she needs to assert her dominance over everyone else? It's not cute, and never see it as so. Never see it as cute. You need to see that as a problem. She's a problem. She doesn't know when to hold her tongue. She doesn't know when to shut up. She's overspeaking the man, and she says, "Oh, because I'm here to defend him because he can't speak for himself." That man was able to tell the court, "I am under the influence of drugs right now. I don't need to make any decisions currently because they will not be standing legally." And the judge understood that. She did not need the wife Rottweiler. She didn't need the German Shepherd. Okay? She didn't need the German Shepherd howling in the background. She didn't need it. She already understood that gentleman perfectly fine without her there. Sorry. I called her a him because she was just so masculine. But the judge in the court understood, well, the judge is the court, but the court understood him perfectly without her there. And this is the thing that I'm talking about, gentlemen. People who think that this is cute, like I said, there's some ways where it may seem cute that a woman is defending you or standing up for you, but take that as a problem. Always, men, see that as a problem. That woman got him in more trouble. And you know what else? A woman like that, we've seen it happen on World Star, on all type of videos on YouTube. You can look it up yourself. You have seen many times where a woman is with a man, a woman talking, don't know when to shut up. She can't be controlled. She's talking, and men don't assault her because that's a female, that's a woman. They don't assault her. They assault the man because it's the man's fault that he can't control his wife. It's the man's fault. So women are out there getting their husbands beat up, assaulted, incarcerated, and even killed because they don't know when to hold their tongue and shut up. Stay in a woman's place. There is a place for everybody. There's a child's place, there's a woman's place. And women don't know when to stay in their place. You talk too much, you get your husband in trouble. You get him killed. You get him incarcerated. And that's what just happened here. And that was a perfect example. I had to show it to you all because when I saw it, I thought to myself, now, isn't this a wonderful example of men not being able to control their women? That man, even with him lying down on his bed, if supposedly he was in the hospital, I don't think he was, but even if he were at home sick, a man should be able to give his woman a look or tell her, stop. And that should be the end of it. He shouldn't even have to scream, yell, throw stuff. He shouldn't have to. But if it came down to that, he could have been able to do it. But in America, you can't do anything. You can't tell your woman this. You can't control her. She's not a dog. You can't tell her what to do. And this is where you end up with women like that. Because we can't tell her what to do, right? We can't do anything. She's a woman. She's a woman. So she's a woman, so she's weak, so we can't hit her. But she's also a woman, and in this country, women are equal to men. So she should be heard no matter what, right? You can't hit her, but she should be heard like a man. But she shouldn't have to face the consequences like a man. This is backwards. It's completely backwards. And another thing is the gentleman. Now, if you guys didn't notice, the gentleman already is, I would say, a low IQ individual for many of reasons because he claims to be a sovereign citizen, yet he is serving in the United States Army. I appreciate him for his service. However, how do you have that ideology of being a sovereign citizen whilst risking your life daily for a nation that considers you its citizen? I'm confused. But there might be reasons why he's in the army that aren't as noble as we may want them to be. Who knows? The other thing is that this gentleman, even by himself, if you guys haven't seen him, maybe one day we'll go through it together. But if you guys haven't seen it, this gentleman, even without his wife, is a problem. He is rude. He overtalks the judge. He's one of those people that has to be bound and gagged in court. You guys know those kind of people, right? The people that just don't know when to stop. So maybe that is the reason that he has a woman like that. But those types of people, I guess, you know what? Maybe it is that they're meant for each other, right? Maybe they are meant for each other. A man that doesn't know when to shut up together with a woman that doesn't know how to shut up. Maybe we should be grateful that they found each other and not trying to be with normal people. I wanted you guys to see that because maybe that man deserves that type of woman because of his ideology, the way he thinks. Maybe he deserves that type of woman, actually. Now that I think about it, maybe he does. But even if he does deserve that type of woman, a man should be able to control his woman. He should be able to control his woman. Even if he's a problem and she's a problem, he should be able to control her. And he couldn't. Even he wanted her to be quiet, but he dare not say anything. Did you guys see when she started talking? He didn't even look to her. He just laid down and acted like he was dead. Did you guys see that? When she started, what did he do? He went like this. I think there's a little bit of fear there too, that he didn't want that problem. He didn't want to say anything to her because maybe he actually thought that she was actually defending him. Maybe in his twisted mind, he thought that her being a German Shepherd and barking at the judge was actually going to get them somewhere. Maybe that's what he thought. I don't know. But we, as the people that I'm talking to, we are normal people. Anybody in this room together with me right now, you guys are of the mentality that men are here, women are here. Because if you are not of that mentality, you're not going to like my channel very much. Because that's how we see it here. Because the reason is, and we've already been through it, men contribute more to society than women. Men risk more for society than women. Men are the ones that we already went through it. We don't need to go through it all. So if we are of that mentality, us being normal people, I just wanted us to see that and use it as an example, as an exhibit of what not to have in your life. Anytime you see a woman act like that, or even slightly like that, remove her from your life. That is not the thing that you want to be with, because it doesn't get better with age. It only gets worse. The older they get, the more entitled they get, the more stuck in their ways. It only gets worse. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. That is all I wanted to keep you guys here for. You guys remember I told you 45 minutes to an hour is all I needed you for. And we have been here for exactly 46 minutes and a half. So I was right. I kept you guys for exactly the amount of time that I told you I would keep you for. I think I deserve a treat. Tomorrow, we do have a stream tomorrow about something else. It's probably going to be either political or it might be a continuation of today's topic, but in a different way. We'll see. We'll see. Because I have plenty of exhibits to show you of women acting this way. Okay. I have many exhibits to show you. And also I have exhibits to show you of women acting this way subtly, just in case, because it's not always so clear when a woman is capable of acting that way. I want to show you guys the subtle signs that you can see of women that are uncontrollable, that don't know when to hold their tongues, that think that they can overtalk men or overtalk authority or what have you. there are subtle signs of behaviors. There's behaviors that you can see early on, and I want to show those to you as well through streams. If you guys don't mind, we can go through that together. I would love it. So I haven't exactly figured out what our plan is for tomorrow, but we'll figure out something. If you guys don't have anything else to do tonight, Samael and Larry are having a stream that is starting in about 40 minutes. So if you guys have time, you guys can catch me over there. I'm going to be over there in about 40 minutes hanging out with Samael and Larry. The stream is going to be called Abyssal Musings. The Abyssal Musings on the Samael the Infamous channel. This is his channel. Click on his channel below. I will be right there in about 40 minutes hanging out. We usually do trivia, we play games, and yeah, they're nerds. They're nerds. I'm not a nerd, but I hang out with the nerds a lot. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to have a nerd party tonight. So if you guys want to join, I'll catch you over there in about 40 minutes. That's enough time for you guys to get some water, get a snack, get ready, take a shower, and then I'll meet you guys over there at Samuel's channel. Thank you all for joining me today for this pop-up stream. And with that, I yield my time. There will be no outro music because this is not a Saturday show. Goodbye, everyone. See you next time.